Hi guys, so sorry for not posting for so long, but considering the Carnival 4 is coming out, I feel like it is a good time for me to post this video about the Carnival 3 video, the Love Tahiti palette. I filmed this video a year ago, so I'm finally finished procrastination and editing this video. I'm currently in quarantine, so it is a good time for me to edit this video. Enjoy!
The first look is actually inspired by the packaging of the palette. I'm first using the P. Louise base in the shade 03, the primer eyelid, and I will also use this base to prime my eyelids in the next 3 looks. I'm first using the red shade called Chili Pepper and applying it onto the inner parts of my crease. Then I'm applying an orange shade called Mango and extending it to the outer parts of my crease. Following that, I'm going to use the shade Yellow, which is a kind of deeper yellow shade, and connecting it with the orange shade. And then I'm going to use the shade called Forest, which is a deeper green shade, and extending it to the temples. And then I'm going to use Bear and Hibiscus and blending out the previous red shade with these two pink shade. And then I'm going to mix sand and yellow, creating a lighter yellow shade and blending out the previous yellow shade. And then using Bamboo and Key Lime, which is a muted yellow-green shade and a neon green shade to blend out the previous deep green shade, and extending it to the temples. Then I'm using makeup remover and Q-tip to remove the excess of the makeup and creating a cut crease. And then I'm using the P. Louise base in the shade 0, which is the white base, and creating a white layer on the surface that has been removed by the makeup remover. Then I'm going to use the only shade that I'm going to use in the Carnival XL Pro, which is Pillow Talk. I think the Love Tahiti palette definitely need a white shade. Then I'm going to use the Balm liquid liner to draw some black lines on my eyelid and mimicking the packaging of the palette. And then I'm going to use the P. Louise base in 03 to clean up the edges of my eyelid. Then I'm going to take the shade Forest, which is the deep green shade, and then to map out the outer edges of the white area, and then extending it to the inner parts of the lower lash line using the shade Mango, and blending it out with the two lighter green shades called Bamboo and Key Lime. Then I'm going to take Mango again, also blending it out. And then I'm going to take Blaze and Coral, and then finally extending it out to the inner corners. And then I'm going to take Vanilla to lighten the brow bone and the inner corners. Then I'm going to take Ingloss 76 gel liner, which is the white gel liner, to apply it to the waterline, and the first look is complete. The second look, I'm going to start off with Cocoa, which is a medium brown shade, and apply it to the inner parts of the crease. Then I'm going to blend it out with Ginger, which is a lighter brown shade. And I'm going to mix Yellow and Mango to finally blend it out, creating a more warmer kind of shade. And then cutting the crease using the P. Louise 03 base. Then using the Cocoa shade again, to map out the lid area of the eye look, creating a slight little wing on the eyelid. Using P. Louise 03 base again to clean the wing, and then using ginger to slightly blend it into the center of the eyelid. Using mango to further blending it out to the center part. And finally at the center part of the eyelid, I'm gonna apply vanilla to lighten the entire eye look. And then I'm gonna apply sand and mango to the lower lash line. And apply vanilla to the center part of the lower lash line to make it the same as the upper eyelid. And then I'm gonna use the Balm Swing Liner and the Beauty Creations neon orange eyeliner to create some leopard print on my eyelid, and using the shade Rum, which is a copper shade, and then to fill out some of the leopard print to make it a little bit different. Then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild and ColourPop liners to fill in the waterline, and this look is also complete. For the third look, I'm starting out with the black shade called Black Beach and applying it to the outer parts of the eyelid, then blending out with the shade Blackberry, which is a deep purple shade. Then I'm using the shade Grape, which is a kind of red based purple shade, and further blending it out. Then I'm gonna take the shade Fruity and blending it out, and then take the shade The Deep and apply it to the innermost part of the crease. And blending out with the shade Lagoon, which is a lighter blue. Then I'm using the shade Blackberry to apply to the lower lash line, the outer part of the lower lash line, and for the inner part of the lower lash line I'm going to use the Deep, which is the deep blue shade. Then I'm going to use the shade Fruity and apply to blend out the previous deep purple shade, and using Lagoon to blend out the previous deep blue shade. And then I'm going to use the P. Louise blue base called Bang Blue and do a half cut crease on my eyelid, and using the shade Blackberry, which is the deep purple shade, to blend between the matte and the cut crease, and then further blending out with the deep blue shade called The Deep. For the lid shade, I'm using the shade called Blue Moon, which is a blue to purple duochrome. I'm also using the base as a liquid liner on my lower lash line, and then I'm also using Blue Moon to lighten my inner corners, apply eyeliner on my upper waterline, and the look is complete. For the final look, I'm also using the black shade to start it out. I'm applying it on the front and the back part of the eyelid and connecting it in the middle, and then blending it out with the red shade called Chili Pepper. And I'm going to blend out further using a light red shade called Blaze. Then I'm mixing Hibiscus and Bear, creating a kind of pink shade to blend out the red shade. Then using Bear as the lightest pink shade to finally blend out the entire crease and using the P. 01 shade base to cut the crease, creating a halo shape, and using chili pepper to merge between the matte part of the eyelid and the cut crease part, and using hibiscus to further blending it between the cut crease part and the matte part, and using pearl to finally highlight the inner part of the eyelid. Then I'm mixing the P. white base and the red base and creating an ombre eyeliner on the eyelid, starting from the white part in the inner corners, then to the lighter pink and to the deeper pink on the outer part, and creating a little wing, all using the P. base. Then I'm setting it with 3 different pink or red shades in the palette to make sure it doesn't transfer. To make the ombre wing pop a little bit more, I'm using the glitter liner. I don't remember the brand of this liner, but I'm using it to outline the wing. Then I'm using the black eyeshadow to apply it to the inner part and the outer part of the lower lash line, and then I'm blending it out with the red eyeshadow. And then I'm blending out the red eyeshadow with Bear, which is a light pink eyeshadow. Then I'm using Pearl, which is a light pink shimmer eyeshadow, and apply it to the middle of the lower lash line. And I'm mixing the white and the red P. base and then use it as a liner and apply it to the waterline. Then I'm applying black eyeliner to my top waterline and highlight the inner corners, apply lashes, and the final look is complete. I do think at the moment it is a good time to pick up the Love Tahiti palette because it is on discount for £25, and it is a good quality palette. It is very pigmented and very blendable. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Bye!